Transportation is one of the most important aspects of being a WVU student. Our school is divided into many campuses, and often students need to get between them in very short periods of time. If you're like me and you don't have your own car, then this task may seem almost impossible. However, throughout this year, I have had the opportunity to learn that getting around Morgantown without your own vehicle isn't as impossible as you may think. In this speech, I would like to provide some of the advice and tricks that I have learned for navigating Morgantown throughout this semester. One of the simplest and most useful ways to get to class is something that people often try to avoid completely when navigating Morgantown: walking. I walk to class every morning, and I can tell you that it's not as bad as it may seem. Though the many hills and rough sidewalks may make walking in Morgantown seem like a chore, it's actually not as bad as you may think, and is a very calming way to start your morning. Whether or not you can walk to class depends, of course, on the distance from your home to campus. When choosing where to live next year, always make sure you consider this factor, and also consider whether or not you're going to have your own personal vehicle or not. If you live in on-campus housing, be it a dorm or an apartment, then walking to class is a great option. If you are able to walk to class, then picking the correct route is a very important process. Not all roads are made the same. Some are much better kept than others and are much safer, and at the same time, certain roads offer faster routes than others. For example, to get to the Evansdale campus, I always walk through the top of the Evansdale neighborhood. This saves me a lot of time in the morning, and is much faster than taking the main roads. It is also a much more peaceful experience. The top of this neighborhood is really beautiful, and there are many friendly pets to see along the way. Picking the fastest and safest route can make walking a much more enjoyable and productive experience. You may think that walking to class in the mornings could leave you exhausted by class time, but I have actually found the opposite to be true. Taking a short walk in the morning helps wake me up and start the day right. Also, walking around campus is great for your health and is also a good way to avoid traffic. Of course, walking is not an option for everyone. Thankfully, there are many other transportation options. The first two that come to many students' minds are the PRT and the Mountain Line. The PRT is a great way to move from campus to campus. Even when it's busy, it still moves students around quickly, and of course, it is free. The biggest problem with the PRT is how frequently it breaks down. Thankfully, there are many ways to check on its status, such as the WVU PRT status Twitter account, as well as the many screens around campus in certain university buildings which will keep you updated on its status. Beside the PRT, there's also the Mountain Line. This is another good free option for students. It includes many routes that can serve a variety of purposes. Some of these routes include the 38 route, or Blue and Gold Line, which can take you around campus, and the 6 or Gold Line, which can take you to University Town Center to go shopping. Now, buses don't always arrive on time and can be early or late. Thankfully, they circulate around their routes frequently, and there are many useful apps such as the Move It app and the MLTA's own app, which can keep you updated on their locations. If you are unable to access public transportation or walk, then you still have options. In general, and also in emergencies, calling a friend can be life-saving. Of course, you must make sure that you don't take advantage of your friend's kindness. Uber and Lyft are also good possibilities when you have no other option. These services are very prominent in Morgantown, and there are many drivers. Be careful though, as the cost from these trips can add up quickly, and there are not always drivers when you need them. Also, there are city taxi services offered around the city that also cost money. I hope that you found some of the advice that I have presented today to be helpful. Getting around Morgantown without a car can honestly can seem really difficult at first, but trust me when I say that it is easier than you may think. Thank you, and good luck this semester.